Okay, so welcome to my first tutorial here on the introduction to the Autodesk Inventor professional software program. So we're going to start today by creating a new file. First thing you want to do is click on the New button, and this window is going to pop up. We're going to select the standard.ipt, and you can select that just by double clicking on it. That is going to bring up the Inventor workspace. It takes a few seconds to load, so I'm just going to hang out for a second. Okay, so whenever it does load up eventually, there's three main aspects of the program that you need to be familiar with. The first and most important is the drawing area, which is where all of the actual drawing is completed. Over on the left you have your model history tree, or your browser, and this will keep track of every single thing that you do in an organized list. We'll go over more of that in another tutorial. And the last thing that we have here is the ribbon. Currently we are in sketch mode, which is why the ribbon is showing all of these different drawing features. Basically the way that this program works is that you create a two-dimensional sketch and then you convert that sketch into a three-dimensional object. Over the next couple tutorials, hopefully we'll get to go through different forms of sketching as well as different ways of modeling. Okay, so we're just going to get started with a basic two-dimensional sketch. We are going to start right here in the middle. This is our origin, and we are going to click once and bring our cursor up. To click again, you're going to notice that it draws in a line. We are going to create a simple L-shaped object and finish by closing it out back at the origin. Okay, now once you are done, we're going to tell it that we're done by simply right-clicking and selecting Done. Or you can also hit the Escape key. Now you're going to notice a couple things here. First of all, that we have two different colored lines, and second of all, that I was able to sort of pull that around by pushing down on my trackball. Another thing that you can do is to use the trackball on your mouse to zoom in and zoom out, which will allow you to get your object oriented back towards the middle of your screen. Okay, so now going back to the two different colors. The darker color, the blue color, is what's called a constrained object. Okay, we have a defined start point and a defined end point, whereas the green objects can be changed by clicking on them and dragging them. Okay, so if you click and hold, you can drag those objects up, down, left, right, back, forth, whichever way you choose. If you have a precise measurement that you want, you can simply click on the dimension button and the object that you want to dimension. I'm going to start by making both of these extents 1/2 of an inch. We will make the leftmost and the bottommost line 2.5 inches. And the last thing that we are going to do is right click and select Done from our options. Okay, now that we are finished with our sketch, everything is all in blue. It's time to go to the upper right hand corner and finish the sketch. Now you can see that the grid has disappeared and we are in what's called the three-dimensional mode. We are going to select the Extrude command. Since we only have one geometric shape, it is already pre-selected. We can go ahead and set our distance to 2.5 inches. You can see that they give you a little bit of a preview, and then you can click OK to accept the modeling change. Now we have created your first three-dimensional shape using Autodesk Inventor.